square root function should be in such a way the input is b greater than or equal to 0. Yes. But like I'm pretty sure you would have done that with like some simple things. So I'm looking forward to taking like nested things. I'm checking whether you can deal with it easily. You would have heard about nested roots. In 9th and 10th, you would have done a lot of questions also on nested roots. Square root of 2 under square root of 2 and all that. I'm not making question like that though. So I've created a nested root here, okay? Let's say I'm asking you about its domain. So we'll discuss about this and do it. Javish, what do you think?
Sure. Inside roots, the value could be greater than or equal to 0.
Yes, I said that. So I'm asking you which square root are you going to give preference first? Prioritize which square root?
So the most inside one.
The most inside one. Very good. So the most inside square root has what inside it? It has 3 minus x inside it.
3 minus.
So that means, according to my idea, 3 minus x should be greater than or equal to 0, isn't it? So 3 should be greater than or equal to x, or in reverse, x should be less than or equal to 3. Correct? But I cannot just stop with that. I need to further continue. Samyukta, can you say what's the next condition I should impose?
We should, after that, we look at the second square root. We should make sure
Yes.
that whatever root of 3 minus x should not exceed 2 because the value will go into
Yeah.
positive.
So correct. What Samyukta said is right. So you could also straightly write that as the second square root is having 2 minus root of 3 minus x inside it. So that means I can just write 2 minus root of 3 minus x should be greater than or equal to 0. Can I do that? So 2 is greater than or equal to
Yes,
root of 3 minus x, or reverse, root of 3 minus x should be less than or equal to 2. We all know square root gives us non-negative result. Can I square this inequality?
Yes.
Yes, because square root gives us only non-negative result, right? So squaring this inequality, I'll get 3 minus x less than or equal to 4. Yeah. So then I'll get minus 1 less than or equal to x. See, I'm getting a lower bound as well through this. It says that x value should be greater than or equal to minus 1. This here you got x should be less than or equal to 3. Here you got x should be greater than or equal to minus 1. Okay. That's right. No, because if I put x equal to minus 1, this will become 3 minus or minus 1. 3 plus 1, 4. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 minus 2 would become 0. Okay, give me a second, please. All right. Yeah. So what's the next thing to check? Sadhana, can you say that?
So we can take the outermost loop, which says 1 minus square root of 2 minus square root of 3 minus x should be greater than equal to 0.
Very good.
And if we take the 1 to the other side and square it, we get 2 minus root of 3 minus x should be less than equal to 1.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We can square it.
So that becomes like
Root
1
of
less than
3.
or equal to root of 3 minus x, right?
Yes, sir. And again, if we square it, we get 3 minus x greater than equal to 1.
Yes.
Which means x should be less than 2. Equal to 2. Yes.
Equal to 2. So now we got 3 powerful inequalities. We need to club them all. This is the upper bound, x less than or equal to 3, x less than or equal to 2. So 2 inequalities were there. If you merge them, what is a powerful inequality out of 2?
less than or equal to 2.
Yes, you need to obey that only, correct? we had only one lower bound, that is x greater than or equal to minus 1. So this literally says I can only, my domain is, I can take only values from minus 1 till 2. X only belong from minus 1 to plus 2. Clear? And also importantly, this kind of working out is like little extraneous, meaning after you do simplification, you got it. What you do is, after you get the answer, take little more 5 to 10 seconds by just substituting the extreme values that you had got back into the question and check. For example, the extreme value that I got is 2. Substitute here. 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay. Square root of 1 is 1. 2 minus 1, 1 again. So square root of 1 is 1. Then 1 minus 1 is 0. So square root of 0 is 0. Okay. Similarly, try with minus 1. If I put minus 1, 3 minus 1 minus 1, 4. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. So then 1 minus 0 is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. So you're getting value like 0 as well. So square root can start give you the value, non-negative values. We know that. So it's giving you 0. It's also giving you 1. Okay. Starting from 0, it goes on. It goes till 1. Understood, people?
Yes, sir.
Great. Have you all heard about Rolle's theorem? It's a very interesting theorem. So tell me if you're done with this. I'll just explain you about that idea. Okay, question to you, Ranmai. Is this function a continuously increasing or decreasing function? You could check it out yourselves. They just take me some idea because the numbers are stacked up in such a way 2, 1, 2, 3 and all. At minus 1, you got 1 as the answer. And like say between minus 1 and 2, at minus 1, you got 1 as the answer. At 2, you got 0 as the answer. So in between, you could just check how the flow of values are happening. Slowly, if I increase from minus 1 to 0, so this will become root 3. 2 minus root 3. So root 3 being 1.73, 2 minus 1.73 will become 0.27 something. It's becoming less than 1, right?
Yes,
So the value is becoming little less than 1, yes. And then if I go with x equal to 1, this becomes 3 minus 1, 2. Square root of 2 is 1.44. 2 minus 1.44. So that's becoming 0.56, 0.56 and square root of that. Still like the value, the decrease is happening more, right?
yes, sir.
So much lesser than 1. So slowly and it reaches 0. So this seems to be like more in line with the continuously decreasing function in that domain, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Great. So if you tell me if you're done with this, I'll also show that.
We also say that because f of x becomes 0 only when root of 2 minus root of 3 minus x becomes 1. It has only one solution, so it's continuous.
Yes, yes. Of course, this has to be continuous in the domain. We have no doubt about whether it's
Not
continuous or not.
continuously increasing or decreasing.
Yes, correct. Right ones. Done writing? Shall I show that in the graph as well?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Danya, you seem to be writing. This is said square root, no? So 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus x. So 3 minus x was first under the root, and followed by 2 minus x was that part which was under the root. Followed by the last thing was under the root. Going to give that. Yes, can you see the graph, people? As we expected, it's continuously decreasing in that domain, and we had the domain also fixed, right? Minus 1 to 2 was the domain. We fixed it. At minus 1, it gave us the answer of 1. And you can see slowly it is at 0 also. We saw what happened. And slowly it was decreasing only. Finally it landed up 0. Okay.